Hello everyone, and welcome to n00bcraft. That does not mean that StarCraft is noobish, it means that I am a noob on StarCraft. I'm just about to start playing the game, and the main idea of this videos are that we might be able to help each other becoming better at StarCraft 2, Wings of Liberty. With that said, I have seen a lot of videos of StarCraft 2 before I started to play. I have played something like 10 games, and I'm playing as Terran because I have done the tutorial, no, not the tutorial, the campaign before on like a demo version of the game. So my first thing that I want to take up or discuss is that a lot of the better player uses insane amounts of key bindings, or maybe not key bindings, but they are hammering them as so much. I've been seeing the Koreans do almost 400 HPM, which means actions per minute, and that is quite a lot. I've seen some other matches and took notice that there are around 200 HP. I can't even say it. My pronunciation is terrible. Yes. Anyhow, the first thing I want you that we should do is actually take a look here on the hotkeys. I have rearranged some of the hotkeys. Why, you might ask? That would be that if you look at your keyboard and you go like, because you seems to only be able to bind units to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. And you see, 0 is far away from A, for example. A for me is mostly producing marines from barracks. And now it would be terrible to have to move the hand so much. So what I have done is that I have rearranged them. We can go to camera for starters. And I think this is something you should think about and do in an early stage, because when we play the game, you will slowly start to learn where all your key bindings are using the same one. So it's good to do it as early as possible, so you don't have to rearrange them later on. With that said, I have, for example, rearranged the camera, because you can like save a camera location. You don't save any unit or anything, so this is an additional key binding to a place on the map. This I have bounded. I have bounded. No, I have not done that. I have bind it to Control F1, 2, 3, and 4, and using control for each of those. And when accessing them, I have changed it to F1, 2, F3, and F4. And this I have done because normally, you see here's the normal key binding, so I haven't changed all of them because, yeah, I don't know, I'm a bit lazy. And I'm not planning on using them at the moment. When I start using them, I will probably go in and change. At the moment, I'm so noobish. I have, yeah, you will see in some games that I'm playing. I have trouble enough. Anyhow, I have changed them to F1, F2, F3, F4. Because it goes much faster to push that instead of like holding shift and pushing F1, and you have to let go of your WASD or WAD grip if you're gonna push them both. Sure, you still need to to move your hand a bit, but well, I think it goes faster, so I'm using that. But that's not the main change I have done. It's here in control groups. Here you will see a lot of different things. A lot. And what I have done here is like, I can't use, I were thinking like, what the fuck, I can't use 8, 9 and 0? It's impossible if I wanted to like be macroing, and macroing is when you like moving a little bit, pushing hold, so your unit stops and shoots the frontmost unit, or if you push a unit to attack it, then you, while they are reloading, you have clicked once again, so they start moving. Yeah, you will see in game what I mean, but that's basically the point. While they are reloading, you're moving them. This means that your unit almost can run and shoot at the same time, which make it a lot more efficient. You can get in a lot more shots when you are following, pursuing someone, or you are retreating from like a melee, or well, maybe when the melee are about to engage you and you use this strategy, it will take them a lot longer to come up in front of you. Yeah, I'm totally babbling and rambling about. Let's get on with it. Yeah, this is pretty standard. You create the groups with control 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, as you can see here. But what is this? What is this, you might ask me? Well, this is actually my buildings, where I put my buildings. And so I tried to have them like just control 6, 7, and 8, and I were always messing them up. You could probably learn it, but I like this. It goes pretty fast and you don't have to do it so often. So this is more like whenever you build something new, you should add it to your group. And that's not too hard to remember. Just like pushing the group and adding it, or using the short command for it. So if you look at your keyboard, you have control shift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I try to do 6, my hand would break. Yes, I'm quite sure of it. I have pretty small hands, I might add. I'm not a female. No, I'm not. But they are still kinda small, and I would have, I'm not even sure. Yeah, I would have to use my thumb if I would want to push 6 and control and shift. Anyhow, moving on. Here's the other change I have done. You can see here, this is select group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These groups, as you created with control 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm using for my I forgot the name. Troops. Oh yes, my units. Yeah, mostly troops. Well, I think it's a now I'm rethinking this, but at the moment I have done so that I'm like always air on number 3, I have siege tanks on 2, and ground on 1. You might want to think out a strategy here. I know some people uses like left, middle and right of the screen, where they have different groups. So you would go like maybe 1, 2, 3 for left, middle, right. Or you can have big and large groups. Big and large. What the fuck? No, oh, sorry, I did not. Yeah. Anyhow, I did mean big and small groups. Yes. So you can see here. Select control group. Shift 1, Shift 2, Shift 3, Shift 4, Shift 5. Yeah, that's my buildings. So if you look at it, it goes pretty fast to push, and I still have my hand in the overall area of WASD, where most of my units are being trained. I have like E, Banshees on Starport, A on Marine, D for Marauders, I think, R, Reaper, S or siege tanks. So this is the main area I want to have my hand in. So when I go like shift 1, I can almost instantly start producing marines, and so instead of having like it on 6, moving my hand, yeah, it just works. Just works good for me. So I think you should think out a typical hotkey layout for you. Like, give it a real thought and start using them, because you need to use them to like have them in your brain to keep thinking on them. I wanted to show you something more. Yeah, here you see hold position. I use this mainly for macroing, like when you move, stop, shoot, move, stop, shoot, move, stop, shoot. Yeah. So it used to be on H. I know I could not have that, because if I had it on 8, I would want my control groups to be close to H. I would want my control groups to be close to it, because I would want to be able to shift. And I have seen like all the good players, they are so amazing, because they when they are even macroing and attacking, they are constantly producing units. They are like tapping their hotkeys for their barracks and starports and whatever race they are playing, and keep pushing out units. Like after they have push their move while they are still reloading, they might be able to push and check through 2 or all 3 of their producing structures. And this I have so hard time with this. I'm really bad at that, but when I get gooder, I would want the hotkey to be much closer. You see, if I would have it on H, I would be nearly impossible for me. Now it's possible for me because I have it on F. What the I can't really remember how to pronounce it in English. Yeah, I'm from Sweden, if you're wondering. Anyhow, now I try to do it, like, trying to do it, pushing F to hold them, and trying to change groups and produce units, but it's hard. But at least I know it's much easier to progress if you know what you're doing wrong. And this allows me to at least try to do it. It goes faster, etc. So I think you should consider your hotkeys, or maybe you want to have your units on something like, if you watch on your keyboard, like 5, 6, 7, and you have your fingers on T, H, and F. Yeah, it's up to you. I just want you to think through this, because it's fairly important. So, should we take a look at a game, maybe? I have some starter tips for us all to have a look at, but I think that will be in a different video. Yes. So, this was n00bcraft with me. You don't even know what my name is. Where are my manners? They are absolutely gone. My name is Tobias, and I'm from Sweden, and I talk pretty shitty. And this is not for like experts, and probably not even for Silver League, etc. This is for the people that are just starting out, or maybe you just want to have a laugh at watching me and my stupid pronunciation. I can not even say it. You know what I mean. Until next time. Bye.